Welcome to Amplifying Leadership and Tip Thursday with Tara. I am Tara Lehman, a partner, coach, and consultant at Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, of which Amplifying Leadership is a division. I hope to bring you some information or a key takeaway you can use to build, enhance, or grow your leadership skills with Tip Thursday with Tara. Save money and increase profit. All right, now that I have your attention, let's talk about knowing the numbers as leaders and business owners. Do you truly understand your financial numbers? Or do you leave that up to the accountant or CFO or even the bookkeeper? Many leaders of either an organization, a department, or even a team lead don't actually know the financial numbers that affect them or the organization. Or if they do understand them, it may be, that they don't really know how to improve that bottom line. So reminder, you don't have to be an accountant here, but you need to at least understand the basics of some of the financials, knowing what your budget is and how to stay within it. And most people are at least knowing what the budget is or what their numbers are when it comes to budgets. Other things such as profit and loss statements and other relevant financial numbers. These are all critical to making good business decisions so that you as a leader can help improve that bottom line. So where can you start? Well, let's start with understanding where your business or your department has costs. Great place to find that is on the profit and loss statement and look at the loss piece of it. What are those costs? A lot of different costs come up, such as, employee compensations, travel, machinery costs, office supplies, services such as cell phones, leases, recruiting. All of those things are the different types of costs that you might find. You can absolutely start by determining where you can reduce some of those costs. If you've been with the same supplier for 10 years because they're supremely reliable, you love them, but you've never questioned their costs, go out to market and get 3 quotes and then go back to them and negotiate, especially if their costs are higher than the competition. Here's a tip you can do with that. You let them know you don't want to leave them. You have a great partnership with them, but that you need to reduce the cost because you're finding other organizations that may be just as reliable, if you do, of course, that are lower cost. Negotiate wherever you can. You can negotiate with almost anything. I've had people negotiate their leases. I had a person save thousands of dollars on cell phone bills. You can negotiate on things, other services. Sometimes you can't negotiate the cost of that airplane ticket, but there are a lot of other places that you can. Figure out where you can save with negotiating with those providers to reduce the costs where possible. Determine if your employee turnover is higher than you want it to be or higher than what the market is saying. Coming from the transportation industry and trucking industry, driver turnover is always high, and it costs thousands, tens of thousands of dollars when we need to recruit, not just for drivers, but any other person that you might be recruiting for. And the higher they are up in the organization, the more it costs you. If your employee turnover is high, you need to find out why. And that could be looking at reviews on those various review sites like Indeed or Glassdoor or whatever else is out there, by doing exit interviews and learning why they're leaving. If it has something to do with the organization itself, leadership, or feeling not heard, those are things you can change by becoming an inclusive leader. We want others to feel welcome and heard, and we need to listen. When we do, they will feel comfortable with sharing cost-saving ideas with us. Maybe it's through safety items they find, processes that they see are inefficient, or even innovations or new markets that they feel that maybe you should go into. Our employees need to feel part of the company and that they have some ownership in what they're doing and why they're doing it. Start with the why by telling them why you need them, and then let them feel heard, welcome, and open your ears to listening. All right. It is vital that leaders and business owners do know those financial numbers. Not again to the accountant level if you're not an accountant, but you do need to know what they mean to you and your team, especially if you're just a department lead, in order to improve that bottom line, which makes everybody happier and eventually can even increase your employee retention. You may be able to give more salary to people if that's why they're leaving. Ask your employees what they think are the ways the company could be more profitable. You may discover things you never thought of before. Gaining feedback from employees is a great way to learn about what they need, how to make improvements, process improvements as well, or those inefficiencies that they have. And this will save money and possibly time too. And also how the organization can learn to retain those people when they're providing that feedback. So get out there and start with learning some of those numbers that mean something to you as a leader or business owner. That's our Tip Thursday with me this week. Thank you for listening, and I hope you gained a key takeaway today. If you need help with this or want to learn more about our leadership division, including our new and on-demand courses, visit us at amplifyingleadership.ca, a Twin Life Coaching and Business Services division. To see all about us, you can find us as Twin Life Coaching and Business Services on various social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and with our YouTube handle at Twin Life Coaching. Until next time, be an amazing leader or leader to be.